Hello everybody.
Wait, what's in it?
We'll find out. Black beans, lettuce, and tomato.
It's good.
Hello everybody, I'm Colleen, and it's my sister Rachel.
What's up?
And you're watching my channel.
You're watching her channel.
Disney Channel. Today we are doing a little mukbang eating show slash just kind of hanging out and talking about the year, because the past few years I've done like an end of the year reflecting on what life was like, but
so inspirational.
I'm also not inspirational. I'm trying really hard to not work too much this week. It's like my week off. So I thought a mukbang is nice. I can sit and eat. I love watching mukbangs like so much.
You are obsessed with them.
I'm obsessed, and even though I'm not good at them, I'm not a
you love
mukbanger.
Trish.
I love Trisha so much, but she's not even really a mukbanger.
She'll just eat.
So we're eating Taco Bell.
Uh-huh.
I love Taco Bell. I got a bunch of stuff. I'm eating crunchy taco. Rachel's eating a Crunch Wrap Supreme, but vegan, so it has no cheese and no sour cream. And instead of the beef, it has black beans. And yeah, I'm really excited. I have a Mexican taco.
Mexican pizza.
Mexican pizza. It's amazing.
I'm really excited you don't have sour cream on it, because that was my favorite part of those.
Oh, does it come with that? I got a vegan tostada for Rachel, a vegan burrito for Rachel, tacos for me, burrito for me, quesarito for me. I thought I got a gordita, but they forgot it. That's okay, we have plenty of food.
Between
I also got,
and Taco Bell.
and they forgot my freaking cinnamon twists.
Between Postmates and Taco Bell, two notorious messer-uppers, you weren't gonna get your full order.
It's true. Anyway, Rachel, why are we matching both wearing beanies and hats?
And clothes Eric bought us.
So, I wanted to reflect on the year. I haven't usually like write down a list of things.
Everyone's obsessed with the end of the decade.
I know, but that's
years. That's 10 whole years.
That's too much.
Now, I was a child.
I can't think, like, I'm sorry. I did too much this year. I can't think back of 10 years. There's a lot that happens in 10 years.
Yeah. I was literally I was entering college at the beginning of the decade.
I don't know what I was doing.
Were you in Long Beach? No. I don't know.
I don't know, but it was a long time ago. So, I'm gonna talk about this year. The beginning of this year, I just had a baby.
Same. I don't know.
The first thing I did this year was Escape the Night, season 4. It was so fun. It was my first job after having the baby.
Oh yeah.
And it was so fun, so exhausting, but so much fun. I loved it. What else happened this year?
It all kind of just blends together. I don't know what I did yesterday.
Same. But I did that, and then that was super fun. I did Broadway.
Yeah, you were on Broadway.
Like my biggest life dream was accomplished this year. That was pretty cool.
Second biggest. Your kid was the first, I think.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
It was my life dream to have a kid, of course, but like since I was a little girl, I wanted to be on Broadway.
Well, okay.
That was super cool.
I went to Disneyland on the busiest day ever.
Ew.
They literally shut down admissions.
Really?
They stopped selling tickets. They couldn't fit any more people in. People were turned away at the gate.
How long was the longest line you waited in?
An hour and 40 minutes for the new Star Wars.
It wasn't good?
It was a crappy Star Tours. Like, you walk in and you're supposed to be in a spaceship, and it does look really cool, but there's 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and then 2 engineers. So the only people that can really see, because you're like looking in front of you, like you were driving in a minivan basically. So the driver and shotgun clearly have good views, but then the people behind them can't see.
I'm gonna pull up my phone actually. I'm gonna scroll through my
Instagram.
Oh,
that blog channel.
I was gonna scroll through my pictures, but Instagram's good. Oh, my phone's about to die. Guys, I'm also like sick-ish, question mark. I
had the same thing you did.
Yeah, it's just like
last month.
A cough and you lose your voice a bunch is really weird. Okay, let's see. So this year I had the baby. That was a new thing in my life. And he had colic. I survived colic, which was really horrible. It's when your baby cries nonstop. That was really hard.
That was really hard on you. Oh, we got Luke this year.
Yeah, that's a big one. My sister and brother-in-law, wait, other way around. My brother and sister-in-law had a baby. That was pretty big. I saw Ariana in concert twice. That's a record for me because normally I see her about once a year these times.
Oh, wow.
And I saw her twice this year. That was a big deal. Oh, I got my own billboard because my Netflix special came out.
Oh! I was on Netflix this year.
Yes, I was on a Netflix special. I pick off the tomatoes if y'all saw that, so don't judge me, but I don't like tomatoes on my thing.
But you won't say no tomatoes because you want the thought that you had them. Oh yeah, I was in a Netflix special this year. That was big for me.
Okay, so my Netflix comedy special came out and I had this huge billboard in Hollywood, okay? And it was in Times Square. You can't see that at all, it's overexposed, but just believe me that it's there.
Here's a picture of me in Times Square. I look really good here. This was a big moment for me. Just like, I think I was my peak hotness this year.
That was really hot.
Of all the days this year, this one was my hottest.
I went on a lot of tours this year.
I didn't.
I toured a lot. I chopped off all my hair. For the first time in my life. I've never cut my hair this short before. I did it to be on Broadway. Moved to New York. I did a big bus tour.
I didn't post on Instagram much this year.
Lynn turned 1 this year.
I turned 28 this year.
You don't have an age to me, don't say that.
I don't have an age.
No, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have ages.
No. Every year I
Like,
think I'm gonna hate being that age, but I'm like, oh, I was fine with that.
Every year I don't know what age I am.
You literally thought that you were
33.
33. You're 32.
No, wait, I'm 33. Wait.
Yeah, you're 33. You start off our new, like, because we're all evens and odds at the same time. And we're all evens right now, except you started it to start odds. So Christopher.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, I need to look it up.
So because Christopher's just about to, because we're all evens. And
I'm not 33.
Yes, you're 33. You're 4.5 years older than me, and I'm 28.
How old is Colleen Ballinger?
Oh my God, you're literally Googling it.
33. I'm 33. Ew, that's the picture that comes up? That's really ugly.
Which
Look.
one? Let me see.
It's from like a red carpet I did like 8 years ago. I look really weird.
Someone posted a picture of you pregnant. I'm like, why does this not look like Colleen? I'm like, because you was 9 months pregnant.
I was very pregnant. I don't know if this one's the vegan one or not.
Rip it open. Or bite it. Let me see.
I think there's cheese.
The thing should say, where'd you get it from? This one?
I don't know. That looks like cheese.
Yeah, that's cheese. Or it's just grease from the beans.
I don't know what this is. What's in this one?
Want to see if they look
Oh, I see
different?
cheese on here. Okay, so I ripped open the vegan one.
Well, what about these ones?
Like, I don't remember what I ordered. Whoa, there's sour cream in that.
Ooh! I miss that flavor.
We're going to Hawaii in a week.
What? I bought 2 bathing suits today.
I bought 2 bathing suits today. I didn't try them all though.
Where'd you get them?
Target.
Same. Oh my God, what if we got the same ones?
Which ones did you get?
One's yellow.
Okay,
You probably got like hipster looking ones.
No, I got one piece.
I did not get a 1 piece.
And I got
I'm too tall for those. They give me
pink,
camel
a
toe.
pink one.
I don't know.
This is disgusting. I don't know what the
What is it?
Gross. I don't know, but I hate it.
Is that chicken? Yeah, no, that's just tortilla.
I don't know, but it's not good. I'd rather just have
There was beef in it, that's why.
Okay.
What's in here?
So Rachel's here because we're gonna do her podcast. Rachel has a podcast with my mom.
Yeah, this is mine.
Rachel has a podcast with my mom, our mom.
She's mine.
She's out of town, so I was like, I'll do it. So I'm doing it tonight, but I wanted to do this end of the year video, which I'm doing very terribly at. I haven't even like talked about anything.
We're doing it with the most boring person ever.
No, you know, just like don't talk about stuff like that. We just talk about like normal things, like
Oh my
if we
God.
got a bathing suit at Target.
And I came in telling her about my hemorrhoids.
I'm like, so this is what we did this year. I got a 1-piece bathing suit at Target.
I got hemorrhoids.
Like, I got so angry at Target today. I was sweating.
Why?
Because I'm really tired, I'm really sick, and I have I'm not sick though. It's so weird. I just have a really bad cough.
Could they not get the security tag off your bathing suits?
No.
That happened to me.
Worse. I'm so effing tired. I haven't slept in 2 nights because the cough keeps me awake. And luckily, Eric is my savior. And literally has just been watching Flynn. Like, he's basically been a single dad for 2 days so that I can rest and like try to get better.
Cute.
And so I haven't slept in 2 days. I'm so tired. We go to Target because we're going on a little mini vacay tomorrow.
I've worked on your faces. Sorry.
What?
No, like, keep going.
Anyway, so I'm like, I need a coffee. I have to have a coffee. Okay, if you don't live near a Target, if you've never been to a Target, you don't know that the Starbucks inside of a Target is notoriously horrible. It's like
terrible.
No matter where you are, anywhere in the country, if you go to a Target and you're like, I want a Starbucks, expect it to be the worst experience of your life. And
because they only have 1 to 2 employees working, and if there's 2, the other one just stands there.
And I always know this to be the case.
Yes.
But I was so desperate for coffee. I was like, I know this is gonna be a bad experience.
And you can't mobile order.
No, you can't. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I know this is gonna be a bad experience, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So I go and it's a long line of like 6 or 7 people.
Oh no.
And Eric's like, F this, no, we're not doing this. And I was like, I need coffee. I cannot keep my eyes open, I'm dying. And so I'm standing in the line, looking at my phone. I was like, okay, I'll post to my Insta story. And I'm looking at everyone's Insta. I'm like, go through all the things. I go through Twitter, I go through Instagram, I do all the things.
All the distracting things.
It's been 15 minutes.
No, I would have given up.
15? And I look up and he's still making the same drink.
No, if there is more than 3 people in the line, you can't do it.
I saw it and I started sweating. I was so mad. I was like, I'm not in your position. I don't know what it's like to be a barista, to be working in this
But when you go to a Starbucks, there is a certain speed in which you
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's that, does he not see that there's this long, now it's like 20 people and he just doesn't care?
No, I think it's they're very understaffed, and also they're not trained to be fast. That Starbucks, like the Starbucks. See, I think Target trains the Starbucks
Hi,
people.
Bobby. My hero. Your food's over there.
You want a bite of this food? It's vegan.
One round of applause for Eric Stockland. He's been super dad today.
Eric?
Ew.
I want to see it.
I feel like Eric almost broke up with me last night because I was so disgusting. My farts were so lethal.
Why was there a can of cranberry sauce on the table?
I honestly don't know. But I have to show you. Okay, so Eric was making me laugh so hard last night that I farted in bed and it was so grotesque. He was so mad. He was making me laugh so hard that I started recording on my phone.
Colleen's favorite thing in the world is when people are disgusted by her farts. There's nothing will make you laugh more than when someone doesn't like when you fart.
Funny, so I'm gonna have to do a little editing because I'm gonna have to bleep this stuff out. Can I show them this, love? It's so funny. What you said last night to me in bed. He didn't know I was filming or recording this. It's just a black screen.
Really?
It's so funny.
Flynn?
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna harm Flynn?
It's not gonna harm him.
Your farts, dude. It's f***ing toxic. Is what?
I can't help it. I'm sick.
Is it the cold medicine? You have those cold medicine farts, you disgusting. I was like, no, say cuddle. Now I'm saying, get out. Get out of here. Nobody wants you.
I'm really
Good.
I hate you. That's my favorite part. I feel like good.
Nothing is grosser than your farts.
No, they're usually not stinky.
Oh, come on. The biggest lie of the decade right there. Okay. Okay.
They're usually not stinky. Like, I'd say 1 out of every 5 smells.
Oh, really?
It's true.
My statistics are correct. 1 out of 5.
I still haven't talked about this year at all. Okay. This year? I don't know what to say.
What did we do this year?
I moved to New York, did Broadway.
Had a bus tour.
I was in Angry Birds 2.
Forgot about that. I haven't seen that yet. You were so good at it though.
I traveled a lot. My special came out. And I raised a baby.
Good job. Were you nominated for any awards?
People's Choice Award.
Good job.
But I didn't win.
That's okay. It's the nomination that
I lost to Kevin Hart. It was like comedian twist, comedian of the year, or comedy act. So-
Oh, nuts.
Okay, I'm getting really full.
You've eaten a slice of pizza and a half a burrito.
And 2 tacos and half.
Oh, you did have the taco. I had to crunch wrap in a burrito. What's the
Did you
nose?
eat your tostada?
And my tostada.
These are Cinnabons filled with gooey cream.
Oh,
Oh my god, they smell so freaking good.
tell me all about it. What do you taste?
So much dairy.
So much dairy. Oh, sounds so good.
That's not very good.
No, didn't expect them to be.
I'm really upset about my cinnamon twist. I ordered cinnamon twists, they didn't come. But it's okay. What did you learn this year?
I learned how to drive a stick shift.
Okay. What else?
I found a dog trainer that I really liked, and he's taught me how to train dogs.
That's exciting.
I learned that a spider isn't an insect.
No, it's like an amphigoligum.
It is. And
What's it called?
And
It's
something like
with
that.
an A.
It's like arachnophobia, but it's arachno.
It's like an aponym.
Arachnophenomena.
I don't remember what it's called, but I know that's true.
And then I learned that yesterday.
Okay.
I learned that.
Did you learn how to build a fence? I feel like you've learned a lot of carpentry skills.
I don't remember when I did all that. I'm telling you, these years blend together. I bought a house, it seems like yesterday, but I've also done all these projects and it seems like 10 years. I did build a fence. I learned about plumbing. I installed new faucets in my bathroom.
That's a big deal.
I built a shed. I learned how to lay concrete.
See, you learned a lot of things.
I learned a lot of things. They're just not like things that like people care about.
Those are things people care
I
about.
learned how to change oil.
I don't know how to do that.
I can change oil in a car. I can replace your faucets. I can lay your concrete. I can build you a fence. I can train your dog, and I can drive you around in a stick shift.
I can go on Broadway for you.
Yes.
So I can do for you.
I feel like I have the life skills down, and you've got just like talent skills down.
I learned how Broadway works is crazy and not what I expected.
Really?
Yes, you don't perform with the cast in your costume until you open. I did not run the show with the cast. I never ran the show, period.
You never had the dress rehearsal?
No.
What?
You run the
I
show.
felt like I watched all your vlogs, but you were a mess.
No, listen, you run the show for the first time in your costume with the full cast when you go on the stage for the first time in front of an audience. My opening night was the first time I ever ran the show in costume with the full cast. That day at noon, I got to run my scenes with the cast, not the whole cast, half the cast, and they weren't in costume, and the band wasn't there.
But didn't you do things with your costume? Like, didn't you have to like?
Yeah,
put
we
things
had
in pockets?
prop. Yeah, we had.
Oh my god, look at it!
Amazing.
My zipper's wide, just all.
No, I had
I'm wearing my
an
Calvin
apron.
Kleins.
I had an apron every rehearsal, and my shoes every rehearsal, my glasses and my ponytail every rehearsal.
But like, don't you
But-
need to like learn how long you have in between scenes?
Yeah, exactly. And I had quick changes.
Oh, this is.
I had two
I
quick
didn't know
changes.
anything
So
about this.
I didn't know any of this stuff, and I was like, so like even it was like the day before I opened, and I was like, oh, my apron, something with, oh, I tossed the apron, because there's one scene where I have to toss the apron, and I tossed it and it fell, and they're like, oh, well, don't worry about that, those aren't the aprons used in the show anyway. And I was like, I've been rehearsing with different aprons for 2 weeks, and I only had rehearsed 2 weeks, by the way. Only 2 weeks of rehearsal to go on Broadway.
So you had to know your songs before you even got there.
Yeah, and every rehearsal, there's only like one other, maybe two other actors there. That's it. Until I literally walked on the stage. So for opening night, I was like, ugh. Like I was like dry heaving, almost vomiting. I was so
Did you have
nervous. I was like
diarrhea?
shaking like this. I had horrible diarrhea. I lost so much weight.
You did. That's
I
how she lost so much of the baby weight.
because I was just had constant diarrhea from, I was so nervous, because that's terrifying. You're going on Broadway, like the most prestigious version of theater in the world. Like that is, it's Broadway.
That's the
And I
when you're
had
in theater, that's what you
never
aspire to get
done
to.
it.
There's nothing higher after Broadway for the people that do theater.
And I had never done it with the cast, ever.
Also, you learn that most people that are on Broadway, like, just don't do the performances half the time.
Yes, a lot of people call in, like call out sick, like all the time.
And there's no penalty for that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't get paid if you don't show up.
Oh, so you get paid, they don't get like a salary.
Well,
it's
I don't know.
per
I
show?
never. No, I don't know how it works. I didn't.
Good.
Know,
Glad you paid attention.
Well, I never called in sick, so I never.
Oh.
But yeah, people don't show up all the time. What else did I learn about Broadway? A lot of weird stuff on Broadway. I learned about like the costumers, like they literally have to do it all. Like they zip up every costume, every dress.
Like you're not allowed to zip up your dress?
I never ever zipped up a dress. I never stepped into a costume. Like they had to hold it, like all of that. And they're like, we have underwear and bra for you. I was like, I'll wear my own. My period comes every day, so.
Oh my God.
What else? Yeah, so I was really nervous about the quick changes because I was like, oh, I have 2 quick changes and like, how do I do that? But like, that's your least of your worries because it's not your job to worry about quick changes. So there's costumers who's their job to worry about your quick change.
That's
And so you literally just stand there and they're just like, and then you go on stage. Even your hair, like there's one scene where they take my hair down and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to run backstage and redo my hair, but there's someone in the wings with a flashlight in their mouth going like, like and they do your hair for you and you just stand there. So there's something like that.
Well, you're so used to running every single aspect of your show, and even when we did high school theater and college theater, you're in charge of all your things.
So I learned a lot about Broadway, and I learned like just the Broadway community is amazing. Every person I met was amazing. But other than that, I learned that. I learned.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. I learned a lot about.
Thank you.
I'm really tired. So.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
I'm so tired. I learned a lot about parenting.
Well, yeah.
And I learned a lot about patience, but not in general. I'm a very impatient person, and I think I will always inherently be extremely impatient, which I like about myself because it makes me work.
You get things done.
Because I'm like, I don't want to wait for Tappan, I'm just going to do it myself, and then I like get things done. But as far as like interacting with Flynn, I've learned a lot about patience.
Yeah, you can't speed through babies.
No,
they do it on their time.
So there's a lot of times where I'll sit and be like, okay, he wants to play with his car right now, so we're gonna sit and we're gonna play with this car right now. And
yeah, he's the only person you can be patient with.
Yeah, I still didn't learn how to put music on my phone. I've never learned that.
Oh my God. You'll never learn it. You will never learn how your phone works.
No, I don't know how my phone works.
You don't know how anything technical works.
No, I don't.
No, technology?
Cars.
The Bluetooth to the car.
People be like,
she just smacks it.
Yeah,
like,
so no,
slaps it a
I
bunch,
hate it.
And it's like, I don't understand. I hate this car. I don't understand why it doesn't work. It's like,
It doesn't work.
You've never taken any steps to
It doesn't
learn
work. If
how
it's technical, I hate it.
Because she's too impatient
And
to
everyone
learn.
is surprised by that
I'm
because
not.
they think like, oh, you're a YouTuber, you're an internet social media. Oh, she farted.
I did.
You're an internet social media person, you know tech stuff. And I'm like, no, I literally don't. I know Final Cut.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's all I know. I don't know anything.
She's so much that she doesn't even use Photoshop to edit her thumbnails. She edits them within Final Cut.
Yeah, I don't know how to do anything.
She can't do anything ever.
I hate technology. Like, I have fireplaces in my house that are remote control.
So she doesn't know how to turn them on.
And the remote control says on or off, and it doesn't work for me.
Well, because you have to put batteries in it.
You have to, oh.
Batteries. I learned how to install doors. This is all very much how to build things.
I learned how, I feel like I learned a lot more empathy for people in general, but specifically for mothers.
Yeah.
Like,
because you've been there.
Yeah, but not, even when I haven't been there, like situations I haven't experienced, like with like nursing, it came easily. It's not really ever easy, but it's easier for me than for most women. But any women who struggles, any women who have struggled with like breastfeeding, I like feel deeply for and like devastated for if they're like struggling with that or like my baby had colic. If my friends' babies have any sort of anything that's difficult, I feel like so deeply like, what can I do to help them? Like, because being a parent is just, it's a lot different than I thought it would be. And so I feel a lot more empathy for other parents and all that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things I learned. I'm trying to be
I feel like when a baby cries, you don't go, you go,
yeah. But sometimes I'm like, come on.
Like, because the parents
But never because, no, it's the opposite.
Oh.
I always feel bad for the parents.
Ah, there you go.
So if baby's crying, I don't go like, oh, those horrible parents. Because I've been there. Like, I've been there with French just crying, and I'm like, people are thinking I'm a bad mom right now. I always think those poor parents, also that's annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, it's still annoying to hear babies screaming nonstop, but I don't blame the parents, I don't blame the baby. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it exists.
I feel like I learned more about the environment this year.
I learned more about the environment, too. I learned more about different products I should be using.
As we sit in front of a bunch of Taco Bell.
With our metal straws.
Still.
But mine was vegan, which is the best thing you can do for the environment. Thank you very much.
Well, what if you don't eat anything at all?
Then you die, and then that is pretty good for the environment. Less people, better.
Yeah, it was a good year though. I felt like this year was like one of the best.
How are these stuck on?
I don't know, Eric did it.
Okay.
These are baby bumpers, so that when my child falls, he hits this and not the sharp corner with splinters.
Also, when Colleen walks around, she doesn't bang her shin into it.
No, I still do.
Okay.
I learned that, I learned a good one.
What'd you learn?
I learned that mommy reflexes are crazy. Like mommy instinct, like immediate, because I fell holding Flynn a couple weeks ago in the rain. And I have never been more of a ninja in my life.
And you're a pretty bad ninja.
I like did like 6 flips in the air.
I feel like that's 5 unnecessary flips.
Just to avoid him touching the floor, and I destroyed my legs. Like, I still have scars on my legs from when I like had, you can barely see it now, but like my whole knees were just extremely banged up and bruised. Now they're way better.
I knew that mama reflexes were crazy because Jessica has fallen twice while holding children, and she got beat up, but the kids never had a scratch on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, mama ninjas, they do it.
Yeah, but anyway, it was a good year. I like 2019.
Yeah, I didn't have any issue. Oh, well, Moosey Boosie!
Hi, Moosey.
This is my favorite, Moosey Boosie.
Yeah, I've learned a lot of great things, and over the whole, if we're going decade, this decade's been wild.
Oh my god, I got a bachelor's degree this decade. I got a job.
I did a lot of things this decade.
I applied for jobs this decade.
That's wild.
I wasn't on YouTube this decade.
I started this decade
on YouTube.
I was already on YouTube,
Yeah,
for a couple of years, but I was like not making money on YouTube, and I was working a bunch of different jobs. And I worked at Disneyland, and
we went on a Disney cruise this decade.
That's so funny. We did a lot of weird things this
I didn't drink alcohol at the beginning of this decade. I still don't, but I wasn't allowed to.
He is smelling the snot
because of my dogs. I love going back and forth between the houses, and the dogs just smell each other through me. It's my favorite. I really don't like the whole decade stuff. No difference.
You know what? Well, what's stupid is like, yes, it's been 10 years since 10 years ago.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why does it make a difference?
It's always been 10 years from 10 years ago.
Yes.
So just because it's just a number, I guess.
Well, because it's like, going from the 90s to the 2000s, big deal. You're going from 2010 to 2020.
Like, who cares? We also already went from 2009 to 2019. That was 10 years.
Right.
But then what's the difference between 2019 and 2020 or 2018? Why do we celebrate a year anyway?
I have no idea. Time is a man-made thing.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Time is not a man-made thing.
The planets circling are not man-made. But the fact that we like care about it and control it, and we're obsessive over it and make New Year's resolutions about it, that's a man-made thing.
Well, New Year's resolutions are pretty stupid.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that on the podcast.
Can't wait. So if you want to hear that, you can go do Rachel's. I don't know how to do the podcast.
She still doesn't know. She can watch it on YouTube. Thankfully, I started putting it on YouTube,
so now I can hear our podcast. But
she only knows Final Cut and YouTube. She doesn't even know how to work an Apple TV.
No, when she had my sister, I'm very supportive of anything my family does. I'll buy all their merch. I'll watch all their videos. I've seen every one of all their videos. Like, I'm very supportive. But she had a podcast, and I was like, I love you. I want to support you. I came home. I came
over and she goes, Rachel, I spent 20 minutes trying to find your podcast. Don't know how to do it.
I can't. I don't know. I don't get it. I can't figure it out. So
your husband is obsessed with listening to podcasts.
I can't listen to podcasts. But it's not just about like I can't find them. I can't do it.
Yes, I know.
I have to watch it. Just listening to things
doesn't work.
It goes in one ear and out the other. Like I have no.
Because you're too ADD. Your brain can't focus. You have to have it visually stimulating you in order to focus, even a little.
Even a little. Like I try. I'll be like, okay, focus, and I'll like close my eyes. And then my brain just starts thinking about other things. Hi, Moosey.
I love him so much.
Moosey.
Oh, God. You don't have a bandana on. You're so naked.
You say naked moosey. Pornography moosey.
Pornography.
You're gonna get me demonetized.
No, good naked.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Moosey, sit. Sit. Get on the couch. Get down. Get down here.
He's like, come on, I'm doing so much.
Get on the couch.
You-
Get down. Get down, Moosey. Get down.
You're gonna
Get on the couch.
He's hiding now. He's like, please don't make me do it anymore.
All right, well, we love you guys. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful year. I had a great year with family.
I know what you learned this year.
What? All right. You know what this is, though?
I know where you got it.
Yeah, it's like whenever something bad happens.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you're crying, you'll be like today I was at the doctor, I had to go to urgent care because I haven't stopped coughing for 3 days and I haven't slept in 2 nights. That's what it. I'm really tired and don't really care about New Year's resolutions.
We're going to Hawaii in a week.
That one doesn't work. That one's cool.
I know, I'm just really excited about it. I want to brag about it a little more.
I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.